Good evening. Hi Wendy, hi Joanna. First on, welcome. I am Emma Goddard. This is my weekly live. Whether you're catching me live or on the replay, welcome. How are you all doing this week? I've got a week off of work ahead of me, so a very relaxed Sunday evening. Morning, Kayla. Well, evening, yeah, exactly, but morning for you, early morning for you. Hope you are doing well. I thought we've got, where are we at? With 12th of February, so we've got 2 weeks and a couple of days left of celebration. Good evening, everyone. So I thought we would play with the Beautifully Happy stamp set. So this one here, it has got the infill stamps, but I'm going to colour with this evening. Good to see you too, Judy. Hey, Becky. Says I am very blurry. I wonder. I have got something uploading in the background. If it doesn't get any better, then I'll give it a minute. If it doesn't get any better, I will stop the upload because I think that is what will be causing problems. Everyone is saying it's blurry. Oh, and even on YouTube. Right, let me stop the cancel that and see if that makes a difference. So hopefully I've stopped the upload in the background, so hopefully it should be back to normal quality. Case of bandwidth being affected. Yeah, I was so close. I was just a few minutes away from it being uploaded, and I thought I'm going to leave it going and see if it makes a difference. But yeah, it's hopefully only a bit better. I don't know what's happening in terms of that. Then that might be, I don't know, weather related or what have you. Hopefully it'll pick up. But there's nothing else on the background that's causing it. Right, let me go to my desk and hopefully, can you see that okay? Claire says okay now. Perfect. Yeah, it's catching up. Yeah. Wonderful. I shall get back to uploading that later. It was only some photos and stuff. I had a load of photos on my desktop. From Vienna, actually, from when I was on stage, and I thought I must put them into the right files and all that kind of stuff and tidy them all away. It's having a bit of housekeeping and a bit of tidying up. So that's all it was. It was nothing urgent. I shall get back to it another time. Lynn joining me live. Hello. Wonderful. Wendy said this should be arriving with her this week, which is fabulous. So if you would like to still add this to an order, it's a £90 order to qualify for this stamp set. And you can add it for free until the end of February. So it's really pretty. It does have I have done a live with this already a while back before celebration was live, I think, and I've done one with the infill stamp, so you can infill. It's nice and easy. I'm going to colour with some blends. So let me just move you in a little closer, and I have got Granny Apple Green and Orchid Oasis to colour with. Oh, that's right, Lynn. I wonder if yes, we were lucky enough to get it free during On Stage in Vienna. Yes. Nancy says, haven't opened it yet. Saw my previous live and that's why I've got it. Oh, wonderful. So here is some more inspiration. So if you've been inspired to get it from my previous live, or you have it and you've not done much with it, hopefully this will give you a few more ideas. So I'm colouring with Dark Orchid Oasis blend, and then I'm going to blend that out with the light Orchid Oasis. I love this colour, so pretty. Fortunately, this is not one of the outgoing in colours, so we've got a little while yet. We've got a year at least with this colour still. This is one of the 22-24 in colours, so we get an in colour, 5 in colours for 2 years, and this is just on its first year. So give this a little colour, and I had a lazy morning today. I didn't wake up till 10:30 this morning. Lovely. So nice. I woke a bit early actually. I woke about 7 o'clock, and then I sort of turned over and decided that I wasn't ready for getting up. So went back to sleep. But yeah, that was nice. And then we went out for family brunch. So we did that. And then just had a really relaxing afternoon. Right. Oh, this sounds like a perfect Sunday. Yeah, it has been really lovely actually. Really nice. Right, that is Orchid Oasis done. So let's then colour with the Granny Apple. So we'll go dark Granny Apple first, and then we'll blend it in with some of the light. And a bit of that down the centres. And how about yourselves? Have you been crafting today? What have you been doing on a Sunday? I know some of you were already on Monday morning. We were watching. Let's blend this. A very crafty weekend actually, because yesterday I had a class. I had my Queen Bee class. Oh, Karen has been at the Pinky's team event today. Oh, lovely. That's been last minute Valentine's, craft bingo, and caught up with friends. Oh, nice. Sorting DSP. It's been sorting DSP. I'm running out of storage space. It was a challenge. I still have 6x6 to do. Oh, the 6x6 probably perhaps less of a challenge to sort. I might be underestimating the DSP. It's good to have a sort out sometimes, isn't it? See what you've got, get it all, have a look through, see what you've got to use. Katie, my husband, it's going very well. The piano playing is going very well. He's gone out to an astronomy event tonight, so he's out the house, so no piano in the background. There was a little working on the van. I saw your card, Lynn. It was lovely. You shared a card from the from the team's get together and the sketch. It was lovely, and using this stamp set. Okay, so I think happy with that blending. So I've just spotted, Connie says you make it look so easy, mine never looks like yours. So when you're using your blends, I think it's never really about pressure. So if you've got the dark colour, I'm going to cut this out, so I'll put a bit of colour here. So if you've got the dark colour down and then you go with the light, you don't immediately get it to blend together. And it's not about the pressure that you put down, but the ink that comes out to kind of pull this down. So if you work into and across the lines, you'll then get that blend of colour. So hopefully that helps, just to kind of make sure that you're really blending them together, or that you're putting that dark into the light. Sometimes circling will help as well. I do colour quite fast, colour and cut quite fast as well. Kay says 5 cards made today. I'm doing a post today on my Instagram, but need to catch up and get ahead. Wow, yes. I was going to try and do a post today on my Instagram at the beginning of the new year. Anyone who's seen my Instagram, it's not going so well. I mean, I do post on my Instagram, but certainly not a post a day. Not too many things going on to get far enough ahead with that. It's something I would like to do. Right, let's cut this out, and then we can use this to layer up. Going to such a pretty stamp. Okay, colouring is not your thing. This stamp set is ideal because it's got the infill stamps, and the infill stamps have got some of that shading and texture, so it's really quick to actually add colour to get a really pretty effect. But I wanted to use the blends today. And also use some large, I've got some large sentiments to put with this, so we'll see how that goes, but I wanted to have it with a large sentiment. So let's cut this down here. Nearly there. And then we can use this on our card. So that's one cut out. Kathleen, have I had a play with the new online exclusive set? Yes, I have. I used it during my team gathering earlier in the week, and I have shared the 2 cards on my Instagram and Facebook page. So there's one in Petal Pink and one in Pretty Peacock. And yeah, it's lovely. Talking of the online exclusive, I'm not using that tonight, but I have die cut a piece, which I thought would be lovely to go with this. And I have die cut this out. So this is from, isn't that gorgeous? This is from the online exclusive. So demos have been able to pre-order this, and it will be available to customers from the beginning of March. It's called Irresistible Bloom Dies. And in here is flower outlines and a long dotty piece similar to this, and then this circle piece. So this is the circle piece that I have used, and I thought that that would make a lovely background. I had it cut earlier just to play around with. I thought something as simple as that would look really lovely with this particular stamp, and I might be able to even kind of feed that through a little so it sits through the loop. I might try and cut that a little bit more, and then that might sit. Just going to pull the door to. Bear with me 1 second. It's stunning. Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really lovely dye. Really lovely dye. So let me just. Ooh, I don't want to tear that circle. I want that kind of there, peeking through. I had also pulled out, these don't quite go because I've gone Granny Apple Green, but I pulled out some of these papers, but they definitely don't go because that's got Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. And then there's this one, but this one I thought would be a lovely addition with the colours that I had pulled out. So kind of that's what I had on my desk. So I don't know whether to infill the circle completely or whether just to pop a small strip across or not at all. Not sure. Don't know if behind makes it look too, whether you lose the white. What do you think? I could maybe pick out some of those lighter blues rather than the darker shades there. Although that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Jacqueline says I like it completely behind. I quite like the dark kind of coming into the lighter. The dark kind of gives it a bit more contrast, doesn't it? Quite like that. So let me, if I cut that at 4 under. Now, I think what I might do, you could be fairly frugal with the paper and just put a piece behind the circle. The problem is, because it's quite a dark paper, you're going to get a bit of a shadowing across that white there. So I'm going to go full piece across the back of that piece of white. So if I go like 14.3 centimeters, something like that, it will fit behind and just be hidden like that. So let me pop that on with some glue. Dark at the top, yes. Makes your dye stand out but kind of lose the flower. Yeah, I know, you do kind of lose that in there a little, don't you? But I wonder if I just pop it up on dimensionals, it might bring it away enough. Or could pop that whole piece on dimensionals and then bring that away as well. So that might kind of allow it to pop up more. Do dimensionals. dimensional down there, down the side just to hold that in place. So on that one, let's pop this up. Oh yeah, dimensionals. Dimensionals. I'm just, that flower's just hanging on for a minute. I'm not going to stick that down just yet. I'm just going to pop that onto the paper. And then we can put that on. Don't really want to feed that back through. A couple of dimensionals will be enough to hold that, I think. And we can kind of curl some of that away so that it has a bit of texture there. And let's put, ooh, dramatic, Louisa says. Yeah. We could maybe colour an extra flower and even pop that up, couldn't we? Let's do that. Let's have these ones. I know I've gone to the F. We've coloured all those ones and then we're going to cover it. But let's do just those two. We can cut these out then. Then we just need to think about sentiment. So whether we go larger sentiment or smaller sentiment on this one. I'm leaning towards smaller. And I can use the bigger one on the next card. Right. So not next weekend, but the weekend after. So the 24th, 25th, I have my next online class. So it's framed florets and it's being mixed with the Dandy Design papers. So if you've got those Dandy Design papers, so if you buy the kit by post, the Dandy Design papers will be included in the kit. But if you've got the Dandy Design papers and you would like to join for the online only, it will give you lots of ideas to use that Celebration paper. Which you may have in your stash and you may not have used yet. So it was due to close on Friday and I haven't closed it off my website. So if you wanted to sneak in a place before tomorrow morning, I'm going to be placing the final order for the class tomorrow morning. So maybe. It's a very cool die, isn't it? So that gives a little bit of extra dimension and really brings that flower forward, giving it a little bit extra pop. Right, let's do a sentiment on here. In the Beautifully Happy set, there is for a very happy birthday, kindness matters, thank you, You're easy to love, sending happy thoughts, and for a feeling better kind of day. Shall we do just for a very happy birthday? That one. Nice sentiments in this one. And shall we? Got something on that. Very happy birthday. So, Orchid Oasis, we could stamp in Orchid Oasis. And then just chop that out. Pop that. Where are we going to put that? Just down here, I think. Just keep everything off to that. So I really like that happy birthday sentiment, and I do know how it's very nice, isn't it? A nice mix and a nice font. Yeah, and a nice size. It's a good one, isn't it? So one that you can keep in your stash. All right, let's have that going there. Right, should we put some rhinestones or something on this? I've got some Orchid Oasis twine to do. These are nice. These are Starry Sky, I think. Nice to have a mix. Mix of blue. These are the solid faceted gems from the annual catalogue. Kind of can't see them there. That says, oh, I love this set so much, can't wait to get it. Yes. All right, let's pop some twine. Have that kind of tucking under that flower, maybe. I should have thought about that before I put that down. Oops. Let's kind of nestle that under that flower, and it can kind of hang there. Fabulous. Right, let's put that onto a base. I know I've coloured in Orchid Oasis, so I could go Orchid Oasis base or Starry Sky, but I think Orchid Oasis. And yeah, let's put that on there. Ah, thanks, Sue. Right. Send you what? Yeah, time. I know. I am fortunate. I do have a week off from my job this week, so I do have a little extra time, but yeah. All right, let's trim that down. That cardstock not quite right. There, and then we can just do a simple inside, can't we? We can just pop some of the DSP. A little bit of that left over. We could have just a hint of that coming inside the card, just down that edge maybe. That would be a nice way to bring some of that into the card. So we could do maybe just a centimetre and a half and just bring that down there. Ah, thank you. Yeah, fairly quick as well. Really pretty and relatively quick. We've not taken too long to make that at all. The die does a lot of the hard work. Not too fussy. Let's glue that in. And then we could stamp the same sentiment on the inside actually. I think we could have very happy birthday. And then what's the circle from? Yes, it is new online release. So pre-order at the moment and available 1st of March. Right, let's pop on. Do a little envelope stamping just to coordinate. Oh no, I thought, oh well, Emma never finishes the inside, neither do I. Stop it. I know. I thought it's my little New Year's resolution. I've not done it every week. I've not managed every week, but I am trying to be good to have them ready for sending, all done. There you go. That is one card done. Should we make another? Like me, Kim says. What do you like? Nets says, love that you're doing your innies and envelopes. I'm trying. I am trying. Right. Let's I thought we could do some masking. So got some masking paper. And I'm going to stick to the same colourways because I'm really liking the Orchid Oasis. And it says make as many as you like. Here all night. Right, let's do clean that up. Pop that to one side. Yeah, pleased with that one. Paper's so pretty, isn't it? Paper is gorgeous. Right, let's have stamp one, and then I'm going to stamp another on my masking paper. So this one we'll need to cut out so that we can mask the one that we've just stamped on the paper. And it says it's only 6 minutes past 4 here. Loads of time, not even close to dinner time. We're good. We had a really easy tea tonight. We had just pie and mashed potatoes. But the pie was a bit disappointing, to be honest. It was chicken and something, but there was not much chicken to be seen inside the pie. So it was mostly pastry, which, you know, it's not a bad thing because I do like pastry. But yeah, there wasn't much filling. It was a bit disappointing. Shan't be buying that one again. But it did a job. Plenty of veggies, plenty of potatoes, so it was all right. But I just wanted something I could throw in the oven and not have to do too much with. Okay. The great thing about these masks is you will be able to use them not forever and ever and ever, but you'll be able to use them a couple of times or so. You'll be able to keep, you're not having to cut one out every time you use a mask. You can pop it inside your stamp case and then you'll have it for the next time. But yeah, you do have to go to the trouble of cutting it out in the first place. I'm trying to go fairly close to the edges so that you don't get a white edge around when you stamp over the chop. These bits are all right. It's this top bit that's a bit more fiddly. I'm not sure how much I'm going to cut around that. Oop. Cut some of that out, but I don't want to leave it too delicate, otherwise we risk it sort of ripping when you're using the mask as well. Hazel, this is too true. You get more chicken if you made your own pie. My pastry melts on your tongue, but I can't eat it. Oh, yes. Yeah, that is a shame. But yeah, I should. It would be very easy. Even just chuck like casserole kind of pie stuff into it and just top it. Even if I just topped it with a store-bought pastry, it would be better. Then they're never that great, are they? The ones you buy pre-made. Right, mask done. So we've stamped and cut around that. So we're now going to peel the back off and carefully peel the back off. Now, this masking paper is quite sticky. If you've seen me use it before, you definitely want to tap it on your clothes or onto your jeans or something like that, just to take some of the stickiness off it, or just use a little bit of the embossing putty just to take some of the stickiness off it so that it doesn't tear your paper. Then we're going to pop that over. That's going to cover. And then we will stamp again, going across the card. So have that sitting there. So any of the stem and everything is then covered by the mask. So you then have this. And I'm going to go again. And this time come across that way. I think my memento needs re-inking. Becky says, I made pastry pie today and used pre-done pastry. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's the way to go, isn't it? me grab a piece of masking paper here. Now, I don't know if this is going to look too busy or if... What do you think? Do you like? Hopefully, once we colour it, it will come together okay. I'm going to stick this. I hope we just stays on re-inker. I've definitely got a stays on re-inker. Did we do one previously and we don't carry it anymore? Or does it come with the stays on? I'm intrigued now, Katie. Let me have a quick look. Someone's going to comment before I get a chance to find it on the page. I am sure. One stays on. Oh no, pad, brown, black, cleaner. This is true. You can get a Versamark refill, white refill. Curious and curiouser. Right, let's colour. Right. Hazel is lovely but wouldn't want to colour it. I think I'm gonna go orchid. All the way with the flowers. You can kind of keep it the same colourway. It's dark, yeah, dark. I don't want to do too much dark. I'm not going to put all the dark on. I'm just going to do a few of the bits and pieces and then I'll kind of add more dark. So if you, otherwise the dark will dry and it won't blend as easily. You'll struggle to blend it out, I think. Well, I find that it's better to do a bit at a time. I definitely wouldn't want to use the infill stamps for this. To try and line them up, you'd have to do, each time you stamped the mask, you'd have to infill as you go, I think. Otherwise it would be a real puzzle to try and do that. This is the Light Orchid Oasis. We're just blending that. And above there, so we can leave some white as well. That will help kind of contrast. Getting there, isn't it? Jacqueline says I'm not as fast. I work on one flower at a time. Yeah, definitely. Oh, well done, Annette. You've got the item code. I don't think the item codes do vary between country, actually. I think they are the same code. I don't necessarily colour this fast when I'm sat colouring on my own either. I'm just kind of conscious that I don't take too long colouring them, but it's funny, isn't it? Because I know when I'm watching, if I watch someone else colouring, I don't mind how long they take, but I feel this weird kind of like, oh, I must do it quickly. So right, let's add some shading, and then we'll, if you add the dark after you've added the light, you do have to kind of go back and blend that out, otherwise you don't get the blend. Right, let's turn it around and add the light. That's flower there as well. That's the only thing where these have kind of merged a little, trying to figure out which bit's which. It's an interesting puzzle to figure out. And that bud. There. Ah, thank you, Annette. There. I think we've got all the blue. We've got the Oasis. And now I'll just come back in with the Granny Apple Green. Now, my Granny Apple Green, I think, is slightly running out, and I don't know if I have a new one. So I'm hoping it's going to last till the end of these flowers, at very least. And gone very dry. I need to order a new crumb cake and a new Granny Apple Green on the shopping list. Right, and let's add some dark because that will help us fill in some of these gaps. And it can be a bit messy, as in like just the white gaps and things is okay. I'm not looking for it to be perfect. Hazel has spares. Don't be a silly Billy, be like Hazel. I know. I've got a tub. I just don't know if I've got spares. Katie said just search again, it appears we don't get it in the UK. How odd. How peculiar. Right. Let's blend this out. Yep, that is definitely running out on me. I'm going to give up on the green in a second. that leaf. That leaf there and that leaf there will do. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a sentiment to go across this. So I wanted to use sort of a large-ish sentiment. So I had picked out this. So either so much love or for you. And I think for you, I'm going to go with stamp that. I think we'll stamp this in Starry Sky. Now, Melody Hyde shared this tip, so I cannot take credit for it, but it's genius. If you struggle to line your stamps up, like when you're cutting them, because these can get a bit wobbly when you put them onto your blocks because of the nature of them being photopolymer. And if you get them slightly out of alignment, when you go to die cut, they won't cut. So if you put your die cut down and then place your stamp over where it's going to cut, you can kind of get it into place. Then you can pick that up and know that that's going to cut exactly because you've got it lined up over the top of your die. So very clever tip. One I thought I would share on with you all. So let's stamp in Starry Sky. It's a darker, but tonally will go together. Isn't it a great tip? Such a good tip. So we now know that our die is definitely going to line up perfectly. And pop this through. Cut and emboss machine. And that will cut out that. Oops. And we can decide whether we want them in a line or I was kind of thinking across the middle, but now seeing it, I kind of like it, I think, down here. What do you think? And then whether we layer it up and anything. Have I got any die cuts? Looking in my handy dandy drawer in front of my desk. Right, I'll grab some Starry Sky. Starry Sky, I think I'm going to cut this down a little so that we can mount that up, and we could kind of go other than an equal border. Don't know what to do. Oh, I know what could be fun. Right, so if I chop this down, let me just chop this down to chop a little off for the minute, and I can always make it thinner if we need to. Right, so we've got that. Let's put the dies where we want that to be. So it's going to have to go in a straight line because the dies won't do anything different. But good. Let's go straight across the middle. Now, having done all this colouring, I am hoping that this is going to look good. Can we all just keep our fingers crossed, please? Because this is either going to work and look great, or it's going to look rubbish and I've just ruined the colouring that I've just done. But I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm going to, let's just go for it. Jacqueline's like, ah. Okay, I've cut it now. It's too late. No changing our minds. There. So similar to what we did with the other one, we could raise it up, but if I glue this in, I think it's going to look okay. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to lift the whole panel up on some dimensionals. So I'm just putting it down at the minute so it just puzzles into place, which looks cool, but then I can raise the whole thing up. So that'll sit up and then it'll be kind of sunk down into the page. So let's go with some foam. It's very satisfying cutting these foam adhesive sheets. It's very, very satisfying to chop those. Right, let's have those nice and quick as well. That can sit there. And just as I have to confess, I thought you were going crazy, but now realise how genius. Oh, bless you. See, my brain is a crazy place to be. Crazy. Melissa's cool. Fancy. Right, let's go for it. Now, this is the bit where we've got to make sure that we get it lined up. We know it is going to line up. I'm focusing more on the letters than the outside because we know the letters are going to line up straight. So there we go. Very cool. Look at that inlaid look. And then some fun, floral letters. We could put some outlines over the top of them for another card. I think I'll keep them to one side. Right, I don't think this card needs much more, to be honest. I want to keep it fairly, I wouldn't say it's simple, but keep it simple in as much that it doesn't need a lot of ribbon or twine or anything like that. So I might just put some good old rhinestones around the sentiment, and then layer that up on the other half of this Starry Sky cardstock we cut. So I've cut that, and I can pop that up on there. So that can just get glued. Hazel says fabulous. Ah, thank you. And then we just need our inside. And let me oh, my bling popped off. Knock that. Whoops. Whoops. Right, let's do Starry Sky ink. Oh, get that inky. Have that just coming in from the side, and let's grab our birthday sentiment. So for you, a very happy birthday. And then that can sit aside. I'm just checking that your hair is fabulous, Hazel. Always. And that's inside there. Done. Let's do the same on the envelopes. We could do either the front or the flap at the back. So we could do just the edge, like so. There you go. Right, let's bring back the one that I made to start with. Which is your fave? So we've got that one. We started out with this one with the gorgeous new dies that are coming, but don't you love the Orchid Oasis? Such a pretty colour. There we go. Hazel says both of them. Both of them are. It's yeah, a really lovely stamp set. So if you've got that one and you've not played, hopefully it gives you a couple more ideas. Becky says first one pips it at the post. What size are the cards? They look smaller than the US A4. So ours are I've got a bit of a tatty card that I use as a template, so excuse the state of this card. This is an US letter size cardstock base, and this is our A4. So yours are slightly wider and slightly shorter, and ours are slightly taller and slightly thinner. So our A4 starts out slightly narrower but longer. So similar in size, but just slightly longer and slightly slimmer. So hopefully that helps with a bit of perspective on those. The circle die is gorgeous, isn't it? It's nice. So that's available to demonstrators now for the online exclusives. And if you are not a demo, they are available to you to purchase from my online store from the beginning of March. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that. I've loved having a Sunday evening colouring. I will take proper photos and share them with you at some point tomorrow because I'm not working, so I'll have a chance to do that. And I will see you again next weekend. Have a lovely, lovely week, whatever you're up to. And I will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.